Hey, y'all, it's the Queen, and I want y'all to join me May 18th at the Como Community Center in Fort Worth, Texas. I will be receiving the Presidential Lifetime Achievement Award. So I want you guys to come out and support me and AALAC, the Chasing Your Dream Book Tour. Join me.
Mercy me. All things ain't what they used to be now. Where did all the blue skies go? Poison is the wind that blows from the north and south and east. Whoa, mercy me. All things ain't what they used to be now.
Aspiring Authors Magazine is a founding sponsor for Da Crew podcast. Get featured inside the magazine and allow your voice to be heard around the world.
Aspiring Authors Magazine is an international magazine founded in May of 2020 by Queen Angela. Get featured.
At Wings of Transformation Publishing, we are committed to helping our authors reach their goals and pursue their dreams of becoming published authors. We work closely with each author to ensure a successful publishing experience, and we are dedicated to helping them tell their stories in the most meaningful and impactful ways. We look forward to putting you on the path to writing your book.
Hello, and welcome to the Crew Podcast. I am the visionary, Queen Angela, and welcome to Season 2. I want to thank you for tuning in and for all of your support throughout Season 1. We're back, them divas of the airwaves. So thank you for joining us tonight. Share this with someone in your circle.
Because I'm back.
Welcome to the SC Book Gal and Friends Chat. We're going to be talking about the latest in book reviews, author interviews, and life. Come on in and join us. We're ready. Are you?
I know you like that. How long you been back, man? I see the girls in the club, they're getting wild for me. And all the pretty chicks all want to smile at me.
Good evening and welcome. I bet you wasn't expecting me tonight. And, well, you got me on tonight. I am Shanette Johnson. I am the host of Let's Talk About It. But tonight I am filling in for my dear sister Patrice, who's away, making her way back home from a conference. So safe travels back home, Patrice. Can't wait to see you next week. Tonight I will be interviewing the one and only Queen Angela Thompson Smith. Hey, Angie. I'm just waiting on her to come up. Hopefully she'll come up in a minute so we can start. But in the meantime, I'm just going to talk about a little something until she come up. Oh, there she is. Oh, there she go. I guess we're having a little problem with the system on today. And there she is again. I can't hear you. I can't hear you. Unmute yourself. Oh, I
You hear
can,
me now?
I can hear you now, loud and clear. You
Okay.
had your
Yeah,
mute
it
on.
was something going on. It was something going on with my audio. There was something going on with my camera. My camera was actually not hooked up.
Oh,
But yeah, how you doing tonight? Can you
oh,
hear me?
I'm doing good. I can hear you fine. I'm doing good. How are you doing?
I'm here. I, I, we press.
Yes, gotta stay ready. When you called me,
But yeah, we press.
yes. So, um, I see that you have is Poetry Month. The poets is stepping to the mic on tomorrow. Is that true, or is that on the 13th?
Well, on tomorrow, I'm going to be a guest on a show called Authors Insert at 6 p.m. tomorrow night. I'm going to have an opportunity to talk about um, one of my latest books. Let me grab it. Look, I'm just going to show you what I got. I got a bag. You probably can't see it because of my background, but I got a bag full of books. This is a bag full of my books. You see that? So let me
Yes.
find it. Here it is. So this is my latest book. It is a around the holidays for women that are incarcerated. Well, we said in prison because not all the time individuals have to be behind prison walls to be in prison, because a lot of us that are free sometimes find ourselves in prison in our mind, or there are things inside of our heart that can cause us to feel like we are in a state of being in prison. So I just wanted to take this opportunity to provide a little hope and to share with some individuals, to give some queens an opportunity to share and to hopefully impact some women that were behind prison walls, because at that particular time I had been working with some queens out of Texas, sharing with them, just trying to provide them some hope and keep them encouraged. Um, Individuals that I've come across, most of them have been incarcerated for a long time. I say the shortest amount of time that I've talked to somebody that's been incarcerated, it's probably been about 15 years. Everybody's it's been incarcerated 15 plus years. And with that being said, a lot of time when individuals get incarcerated, they lose connection with the outside world.
Yeah.
Family members die. They just lose connection. And some of them, when they start losing outside connection, they start losing hope, because a lot of these people are looking at, over sentencing, and it's just hard. So I took this opportunity to pour into some of these queens. I was able to get this book inside of the Texas Department of Criminal Justice, inside of some of the units, and we're able to share it out within TDCJ, and hopefully we're going to be able to share it across other other places that may want to share it with their women that may be incarcerated. I'm also currently working on a book for men, so we haven't forgot about the men. But yeah, that's a little bit about this book.
What about the book that you have up? What is it? What is this? Cry from the soul, cry from within our soul. The one that's bringing
Cry
awareness
from within
for.
our soul. It is a that book is a awareness book. I collaborated with a guy that is currently incarcerated. His name is Andrew Beard. He is one of my first prison clients. I actually just published a book for him. It's called The Forgotten Flower. It is a book of poetry, 16 poems penned by him. But that book basically, I did that book because at that particular time, a lot of individuals had been reaching out to me from TDCJ about suicide and about individuals committing suicide and just a lot of individuals feeling hopeless. And I just wanted to provide them with an opportunity to, to feel like somebody cares, that somebody, is thinking about them. So that's why I did that book. I currently it's currently up on Amazon free. You can get the ebook for free. We have reached number one. I'm grateful for that.
Congratulations.
We reached number one in poetry anthology. Hats off to Andrew for allowing me to share his poems. Um, but yeah, I just like to take opportunities and share whatever God dropped in my spirit. Just this past Thursday, I started working on a 90-day challenge to self-publishing. I actually published it today. It is now up because a lot of people had been coming to me and asking me about publishing. And I said, you know what? Everybody, they always racking my brains about different stuff. So I said, you know what? I'm just gonna start putting some of this stuff that's in my brain. I'm just gonna start putting it in books. So when people come to me and say, well, hey, can you help me with this? Can you help me with this? I can tell them, hey, I got a book. You can go over there and grab this book, and it'll walk you through it. So God just dropped in my spirit to do that book this week, and I did. I completed it last night. It's up on Amazon. No, it's not on Amazon. I did it on Blurb, so it's up on Blurb. It'll be on Amazon next week. But it's right now it's up on Blurb, and it walks you through. It's a 90-day challenge. It walks you through step by step, different things to do. Whether you want to self-publish or if you want to pitch your book to a publisher house or a publishing company or a publishing agent. All of that is detail. You got day 1 through 10, day 11 through 20, and it's broken down into 9 sections, intervals, and each day there's a to-do list. So there's a 10 to-do list, so you can like monitor what you're doing and keep up what you're doing. There's a place to write down your notes and to jot your notes and all of that. And then I have a section in there that talks about the importance of your book cover in selecting a book cover. And then I walk you through how to upload and publish your book, your ebook, how to upload it and publish it to KDP step for step. So that's what I do. When God drops stuff in my spirit, I move on it, and I have to do it whether anybody do it with me or not. I always put the opportunity out there for people, whether they jump on it or not. You know, I really wanted to showcase 100 poets in this last magazine. Only 20 signed up. Those 20 today hit #1 on Amazon. So they are being seen around the world and they reached #1. So for those that did not get on that bandwagon, get on that train, you missed that opportunity to be a #1 bestseller on Amazon. Something that nobody can take from them. They have that title. And see, and that's what I tell people. You know, it's just adding to what you already have. Nothing that I do is going to take away from what you already doing. It's just going to add to your repertoire and add to your resume. And that's what I want to do. I want to, if I can't build up the people around me, then I don't want to be around them. If I can't build them up, then I don't want to be around them because I feel like that's my purpose. That is why God has placed me here. And I'm on book 86, I think now, according to Blurb, I got 105 books up.
Oh wow!
Hallelujah! My goal is to have 100 by the time I turn 50. But according to Blurb, I have 105 books in circulation right now. And then some of them are the same books, but just different. They're in different formats. So I may have a color version and then a black and white version. But Amazon said I got 86 as of today. So we're gonna go with Amazon.
What was
I'm on a mission.
I know you on a mission. I see that you work hard, and I know we supposed to be talking about books, but you know what? I just want to thank you for believing in us.
You got a lot of questions. They for me, I guess. Oh,
huh?
I have 85
Did you
books.
hear me?
I think I have 85 books. Huh? What you say? I was looking at these questions. You got some questions. You got some comments.
Yeah. I can't even see them on this side. I didn't
yeah, I
was
post
just
them up on the screen so you can see them.
Let me go. Can you give us more information about what's going on? You I see that you be posting some of the poets that's happening this month. You're gonna have like a is that the 13th?
Yes, it's April the 12th, and I am going to be it is going to be an open mic poetry night from 6 to 9 right here on the Crew Podcast. Of course, we don't have a show that night, so I decided that hey, I'll take that show and I'll just do something and I'm just gonna highlight poets since it is Poetry Awareness Month. Just wanted to take that opportunity to bring some highlights to poets. For poetry was dying out. It seemed like poetry was dying out, but now it's coming back. People are really starting to get into poetry. They're starting to get into spoken word. A lot of people kind of shied away from it because they felt like, it had to be a certain way. It had to be rhyming. It had to be that. But with all of there's right now, the last time I did any research, I think it was about 25, 26 different ways to write a poem. And there's no right or wrong way to do a poem. So a lot of people have taken this opportunity to use it to express and to get some things out. I know I have utilized poetry to bring highlight to mental health, to bring highlight to the injustice in the prison system, and to just focus on different things because it's a very easy way to express yourself without having to have all of the technicalities that go along with writing books and things of that nature. Because a lot of people, they'll shy away from being a part of book projects because they not comfortable with the writing process and things of that nature. And to answer your question, Black Diamond, I think I did include how to get your how to purchase your ISBN numbers, how you can get them. Um, I have to go back and look. I don't remember. I think I did include that in there. I'm glad you mentioned that because if I didn't, I'm gonna have to go back and edit it and put that in there. For those that like to purchase their own ISBN numbers and not use the KDP and the Lulas and all of that. So yeah, I gotta go back and check. I think I did, but I'm not sure. I know one thing that I did put in there that I do want to go. I am going to go back and edit and put in there, and that is getting your getting your getting it in the Library of Congress. That's one of the things that we wanted to start helping people do is getting their works submitted into the Library of Congress, and getting that little extra little rapport or whatever.
Now, if someone wanted to start writing a book, what would you suggest for them to do? Well, how would you tell them? What would you suggest?
To write, just write, just start writing, write it, get it out, get it out. That's the first thing. You got to get it out. Everybody so technical, they want to be so technical. If you can't write, just write it, get whatever you want out. That's editors. That's what editors are for. If you're not a writer, just write and get it out. Your thoughts, get it down on paper, and it's you got to commit to it. Like take time every day to write something, to express, get something out of you. Like take a pad with you. So when thoughts hit you and things come to your mind that you want to get out, you can jot it down. You can, but that's how you get started.
Like journal.
I tell people
like
all the time,
your journal.
Just get it out you. That's how you start. We can never. Hey Frederick, how are you? Yeah, just get it down.
And so the poets, what poets do you have lined up for April 12th that's going to come out?
Well, we have our very own Trevita is going to be on. Patrice is going to be on. We have Sophia Monique Cooper. She's going to be on. Our poetess of the year, Melanie Johnson. She's going to be on. We have mother and daughter team out of California. They're going to be on. Brenda and Simone Williams. They're going to be on. And then we have a spoken word. When I tell you a true spoken word artist, her name is The Voice. It's her stage name. She's going to be on. It's just going to be a good time for us to just come on and share poetry. It is Poetry Awareness Month, and I just wanted to take that opportunity to showcase some poets. It's going to give them an opportunity to allow their voices to be heard, because we're just really going to be shooting. They're going to have an opportunity to introduce themselves briefly. It's not really going to be about us really spitting our brands, but it's about us allowing people to hear our poetry and to, get a feel of what we do as a poet, and how we write, and what we write. All of us don't do the rhyming, because I'm not a rhymer. I'm not a rhymer. I'm a I don't know. I'm a word person. I break down words. I'm not the normal poet, because if you would have asked me 4 years ago, I would have told you I wasn't a poet. I don't do poetry. But shout out to Dr. Rochelle. She asked me to do a poem for her. She wanted me to be on a prayer conference that they had, and she asked me to do a poem. And that was the very first poem I did. It was called the Victorious Virtuous Woman, based on Proverbs 31, the virtuous woman. That was a poem that I wrote particularly for her, for that event, and she loved it. She talked about it for a long time, and then somebody on the network that I'm on over on the WBNN, all of them are poets. And when I say they are poets, they spoken word kind of. I'm talking about they be rhyming, and I be like, I don't want to go up against these people because these people can flow. I'm talking about you can feel it down in your soul. I'm talking about this girl. She got a poem. It's called "A Thorn in My Side." And when she talk about that rose and that thorn in her side, I'm talking about you can really you right there with her. You can feel that thorn in her side the way she be talking about it. And I'm talking about they can give her a topic and she can spit it off the top of her head. That's not what you're gonna get with me. That's not what you're gonna get with me. I'm not that kind of poet. Like I say, God dropped words in my spirit.
Would you like to share a poet with us?
I'll share this one that I did for this book for the women's behind prison walls. It's called Resilience Illuminated. In the shadows, a light still gleams, a voice whispers, dispelling dreams. You may feel lost, unfairly confined, but know that you are constantly in our mind. Though the world's turn, never forgotten, your worth and potential you mustn't neglect. For in your heart a fire burns anew, igniting hope and guiding you through. So unbowed, you are seen, loved, forever proud. Remember, embrace the strength within, a constant truth, your freedom begins. That's that piece.
Wow. Wow.
It's called Resilient Illuminated. And that's
and
what was given to me. It is inside of The Forgotten Queens. This is a book of poems and short stories. So the women, they had an opportunity, they could share poems. Most of us shared, we had 2 entries. So a lot of us, we shared one piece as a poem, and then the other piece we did as a letter to the queens that are incarcerated.
Oh, that's beautiful. That's beautiful. And I also see that the Chasing Your Dream book tour is getting ready to start next month in Dallas. Fort Worth, Texas. Can you give us some more information on the Chasing Your Dream?
So in 2006, God dropped that in my spirit when I became a author for the first time through a collaboration from Fear to Freedom. And my whole goal was to educate, empower, and encourage individuals. So I wanted to do that because I was finding it hard to find Black authors in my local library and in my local bookstores for my children. So I came to Facebook searching out authors. I was able to find some, and it just went from there. I just wanted to be able to connect with Black and brown authors and to highlight them and showcase them. And as I began to come to social media and to meet people, then I realized that there's a lot of us out there and we just didn't have a platform. We just didn't have an opportunity. We just didn't have. So I just began to do stuff in my local area. And as I began to do stuff in my local area, individuals that were following my platform and supported my platform, they began to want me to come to their area. So that's how I began to extend out. We started the Chasing Your Dream book tour in Anderson, South Carolina. We went Atlanta. We went to Tallahassee, Florida. We went to Nashville, Tennessee, Knoxville, Tennessee, um, Raleigh, North Carolina, and Charlotte, North Carolina. We was just all up and down the East Coast. We was just all up and down the East Coast, just trying to, share authors and provide a platform for individuals. So what we did was try to teach authors, because a lot of people, they just wanted to be vendors, and that's all they would say. I want to come vend, I want to come sell books, and people not realizing that they were a business, that they were not just an author, but they were an entrepreneur, because now you have the means, because you have this one book. See, people don't realize that if you're even if you're in an anthology, you have the opportunity to seize and to seize that and make that in your chapter. Whatever your chapter is, you can take your chapter and you can turn your chapter into something that can go into something else. So you can do t-shirts, you can do programs. We used to have individuals that would come in and do workshops. So I would have somebody come in and talk about maybe branding, marketing, networking, whatever I felt like could help take you to the next level. We've had people come in to teach you how you could do membership programs, how you can do different things to make income and to have several different types of income, how to build a speaking platform, how to start podcasting now, how to do a lot of different things around a book. If you have a book with chapters in it, you can break down each one of your chapters into a lesson and turn that into a program. And people don't realize how they can take one book and use that one book to just build a whole lot of stuff. Like a lot of people, they don't have a whole lot of books. They just have that one book, and they've taken that one book and they've turned it into something so amazing. If you are an author, you have an opportunity to take your platform and to make yourself an expert. You can turn yourself into an expert. You don't have to have no whole bunch of degrees. You don't have to. If you know how to utilize what you have, your gifts that you have, and the skills that you have, and the tools that you have, you can be an expert. Because a lot of these, I watch people all the time in a lot of these platforms. I watch how some got one book, just released the book, and now they talking about they don't even have all of they may not even have 500 followers, but they are here saying they're a global global influencer. They are a global whatever they're doing. I look at these people from over in Europe, and a lot of these people that that's what they do. You look at their following. They don't have a whole lot of followers, but then they got all these people because they read into that people read into what they're pitching. See, people they have teams of people that have these pitch games, and that's what they do. They've gotten this coaching, and they all they do is coach people on how to 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 get them in these programs, and they're not providing you really nothing. That's a lot of the stuff that I see going around on a lot of these platforms. Like they just building up memberships and building up. They call it a membership program, and they all these people, and they're getting people involved, but they really not providing nothing.
No,
just like with a lot of these anthologies, I hear people all the time saying that they're providing coaching, they're providing this, they're providing that. That's why they're charging. They say they can charge you $500 to be in the anthology, and then you get in these anthologies, and what are you? I still don't know how to write a book. Like if I didn't know how to write a book, I wouldn't know how to write one coming up from your coaching program, because you still ain't coached me nothing. Like for real, that's what people do. But yeah.
So what cities after Dallas, what city would you be going to, taking the tour to next after Dallas?
We are headed to, after Dallas, we're going to be going to Chicago, Indiana area. Then we're headed to we have postponed in New York. So LA, I'm gonna try. I'm trying hard to squeeze Atlanta in there, but I don't know because right now I'm having a hard time trying to find a space. It's some nice spaces, but it's not accommodating what I need. Um, I've been trying to find some places in Atlanta, but if we can't get Atlanta, we definitely working on Los Angeles. That will be our next stop, of course, in August,
Okay.
and then we're gonna be working on. I'm still working on Memphis and Raleigh, and then we're gonna be headed to South Carolina. I am working on a major move for next year, 2025. We're going international. I am definitely trying to work on 2 international stops for sure. They are definitely in the works. So they have to stay tuned for that.
Okay. Okay, we're gonna stay tuned. Um, did you freeze up on me?
No, I'm here.
Okay. Well, you know what?
I don't guess I'm frozen.
No, you moving. It's what a day, what a day. But thank you, Patrice. Hurry up and get back.
I think Patrice is back. Um, she has she just arrived not too long before we went live. She was on she jumped on, but her daughter, her daughter, she been gone since what,
Yeah.
Tuesday? So her daughter wasn't having
Mm,
that. She ready to see her mama.
right. She
So
need
she wasn't having all that.
time.
You already know she
She
wasn't
want
having
her
that.
time with
She was
her.
ready to see her mama.
Uh,
So but she is back, so she definitely would definitely appreciate you stepping in for her. Um, but she will be back. She'll be on here tomorrow.
yes.
I think she was on earlier.
Uh,
She was on earlier.
yeah, because they
But I
caught me
don't know
by
what.
surprise. Yeah, caught me by surprise. But hey, I'm willing wherever I needed to fill in for whatever sister I need to fill in for. I am willing to step in for you guys. And so, well, I just appreciate you, Angela and Patrice, for allowing me to come on and interview you even at this last minute. But hey, we got to stay ready. Thank you guys for tuning in. Angela, can you take us out with another one of your poems, please?
Okay. I'm gonna do one from. I'll do one from the suicide awareness book. This is the last book that we did, and it is titled 40 Shades of Red. Um, Silently hurt inside, hurt no more. 40 Shades of Red, Finding Love. It's the title of it. So let me find my poem. Look, let me find my poem. Okay, here I am. Okay, this one is called Unwavering Love, Embracing Myself First. Embracing resilience, equipped and delivered for the journey. In the depths of my soul, I find solace, unwavering love that gives me grace. I chose to love myself, unbanished, for in this journey, my spirit remains steadfast, resilient. I rise from trials endured, equipped with strength, my essence secured. I'll embrace my flaws, my imperfections, and let self-love guide my soul's reflection. For in loving myself, I find the key to cherish others unconditionally. With open arms, compassion will flow, delivering love wherever I go. In this journey of life, we all embark. The foundation of love begins with a spark of self and unwavering care, for only then can we love truly be shared. That's that piece.
Beautiful. That's beautiful. Thank you guys once again for tuning in. My name is Shanette Johnson. I stepped in for my sister Patrice, and she will be back here tomorrow with you guys. Have a restful night and enjoy your Sunday on tomorrow. Be blessed.
Oh, mercy, mercy me. All things ain't what they used to be now. Where did all the blue skies go? Poison is the wind that blows from the north.